Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the energy and the numerology for the upcoming new moon that's occurring on November 23rd or 24th, depending on where you live within the world. Before we get into the forecast, make sure that if you haven't already, make sure that you listen to the November forecast for your specific life path number. In that forecast, I go in depth into what these energies or what energies and numerology you could be working with for this illumination. So if you're looking for more specific, tied to your own personal life path, then definitely start there. Here we're going to be looking at the collective energies and numerology, which of course we are all a part of. So it's absolutely relevant. The 2023 forecasts are up on my YouTube channel and my podcast for each life path number. So if you haven't listened to yours, head on over and do that. And of course, this is a great time of year for a personal year ahead reading, because though I go over, the collective energies for the numerology, and for each individual life path number, your own personal year ahead forecast could be different or bring in other influencing energies as well. So this is a great time to get your year ahead forecast reading completed if you haven't already. And you can do that on my website, Book Some Time With Me. The information is in the description box below. All right. Let's take a closer look. So the new moon, again, is occurring on November 23rd or 24th, again, depending on where you live within the world. The energies of this new moon, or the vibrations that are being highlighted, are the energies of the 22-4, the 5, and the 6. These are the energies that are sort of being brought to the forefront to be worked with this illumination. So oftentimes when we have the 22-4 show up in a cycle, it can be this period of sort of perseverance and long-term efforts paying off in a big way, in the form of recognition, rewards, promotions, contracts being finalized or approved, settlements being finalized and approved and celebrated. This is often a time, again, you've put in the effort, you've put in the work, you've persevered, and now things are coming to completion. Anytime 22-4 energy is present, this is not something that typically is just going to fall in our laps. It's something that we have had to work for, or that's sort of been, again, energy that we've been moving through or working through. So this is a time typically for celebration. This can also be a time for legacies being built, and those, again, like celebrating those, all of that effort put forth in that process. This can be a time for relationships to be solidified or taken to the next level. Big collaborations in business could take place at this time. So if someone enters, or, like if you've got a big idea and you're trying to work on something or get it to come together, pay attention to the people that come in that have what you need. So have, sort of excel where you might have some limitations, right? This is a great time for big collaborations in business to come through. You have to be open to it, though, of course, and say yes to it. This is a great time for feeling accomplished in your area of expertise and sort of overall success in an area of life that you have dedicated a lot of time, energy, and resources into. So again, this could be you graduating, maybe you were going to school to become the expert at something, or maybe you were taking a workshop, whatever. This could be a time where, again, you've completed that coursework. You are now, you consider yourself, and you've got that confidence to be the expert. So this energy can also, with the 22-4, this energy can also bring into focus the reality of a situation and where it is that we need to recognize, again, our own limitations and call in the people, the resources, well, really the people to collaborate with. And the people who, again, have the strengths in those areas where we have weaknesses, right? Because nobody is perfect at everything, right? Nobody is the expert at everything. And if we feel like we are, then we are really missing out on a lot, right? And we are limited in what we will be able to create, what we will be able to contribute. other people are going to have the strengths where we have the weaknesses. And so again, we have to be open to collaboration. And so this 22-4 energy, because really one of the sort of signatures of this energy is to collaborate, to work with others, to not only contribute your own strengths, but to be open to the strengths of others. And so it may be, again, that this energy sort of highlights for you where it is that you have limitations, and those limitations need to be, of course, honored and respected, and then bring in the people or find the people who have those strengths. Because, of course, we're all gifted in our own expressions, in our own, the way that we express ourselves, the way that we, what we are an expert in, and all those things. And we're gifted in our expressions of those gifts, right? In different ways. And when we can honor those strengths in one another and then pool our resources and strengths rather than trying to do it all of ourselves, then the potential for building great experiences and solutions is amplified and multiplied. So if you keep hitting the same roadblock in something, it's very possible that is a limitation for you and someone else could excel in that area. So why not work with them and create something great together, right? Limitations do not always equate to, okay, it's time to give up or it's time to redirect. Often they are indicators of where it is that we are being sort of asked to collaborate, to work with others, especially under 22-4 energy. That's actually one of the sort of life lessons of Master Level 22-4 energy, is to move beyond the feeling of needing to do everything yourself and being open to collaborating with others and respecting other people's contributions and their expertise. So also keep in mind that anything started under 22-4 energy, since this is a new moon and great for intention setting, initiation, planning, etc., then understand that things can and most likely will take time, dedication, and perseverance to see through to completion. There are few instant gratifications when it comes to 22-4 energy. So just keep in mind, anything that you start now will more than likely require your commitment and being in it for the long haul and not giving up easily. So just keep that in mind with anything that you initiate under this energy. And I would say this energy is going to be the most potent, the most concentrated for the next couple of weeks, right? From the new moon to the full moon. Now, the 5 vibration in this illumination brings the call for creative freedom, play, and to honor our inner child. So do more of what brings you joy now without guilt, right? A lot of times it's like we guilt ourselves into, well, I have so many other things that I have to do. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to explore, whatever. This is a time where we are being invited to really let our inner child out to play. This is a beautiful energy for travel, for exploration, for social events, for taking up a new hobby, or for making time to spend more time on your passion projects. As always, the 5 energy can bring about change or transformations, expected and unexpected. So try not to go to extremes if you feel the urge for change. Explore and pace yourself so that when this energy subsides, you don't regret those big drastic changes that you may have initiated under this energy. Find ways to satiate this energy without completely uprooting your life. So a lot of times under 5 energy, because it can just feel really big and explosive and exciting, and you can just kind of feel that sort of like get itchy feet and like want to, I don't know, like just burn everything down and like move or whatever, or, end a relationship because there's some things that need to be worked through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, like, it can be a very reactive energy or sort of bring that about in us. And so just again, honor whatever comes up for you, but find ways to, again, sort of satiate that energy without completely uprooting or, blowing up your life. Because there's a very strong chance that when this energy again kind of subsides, you're going to be like, oops, I maybe shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have been a little bit less reactive. So this is a great energy for creative pursuits and creative launches as well. Just know that when it's coupled with that 22-4 energy, the end goal could take time and, of course, dedication to reach. So just kind of keep that in mind, because it's very rare that we're going to see instant gratifications. However, the fact that the 5 is involved, is possible. So it just depends on how it plays out for you. But that 22-4 energy can be more restrictive and sort of more, it's a more slow moving energy. So these two could very well balance each other out, though, in a beautiful way. So just see how it comes in for you. But just be mindful of that, right? Like, moderation is always key. Overindulgence under this energy could leave us wishing we had sort of made different choices. So it's very easy to get swept up in the 5 energy and just sort of overdo it, whatever it is. So again, moderation is going to be key under the 5 energy. Continue to come back to your center for the next couple of weeks, especially with this energy, and you'll reap all of the benefits of this beautiful, exciting, and fun energy, right? So it's like the more that you can find your center and really lean into both that of the 22-4 and that of the 5, this can be a really beautiful, beautiful period. The vibration of the 6 brings the focus to the home life, close relationships, and community, like close-knit community. Relationships could begin now, they could end, they could shift in some way, some major way, or get taken again to the next level. You could meet someone significant or shift the focus onto self at this time, and how you treat yourself, how you allow others to treat you. All of those things could come into focus. Where there might be some kind of an imbalance, this is an energy that requires balance in give and take. So make sure you're not over-giving or overtaking. And this energy will highlight where that might be the case, right? So if you're in a relationship where you're the one that shows up the most, you're the one that's constantly giving, and you're sort of overlooking that because you want it to work or whatever, this energy is going to really sort of push those pressure points to be like, you need to take a closer look at this and ask yourself, why am I the only one showing up, or why am I the one showing up more, and why am I the one giving? But then when I need something, it's, you know what I'm saying? This is a time to look at that. And the same thing goes in the reverse, right? If you're somebody who's constantly taking from everyone and doesn't give a lot, this can be where the pressure points are pushed with this energy to show you where some modification needs to take place to show up to relationships in a healthier way. There could be changes in the home now, so people moving in, people moving out, things coming to the surface to be looked at, discussed, and worked through. Because we have both the 4, like the 22-4, right, and the 6, 4 is the home, the structure, like the actual structure of the home, right, including the body. And then we have the 6 vibration, which of course is those relationships associated with the home. But because the 4 is there, it's possible that things could surface now around the actual structure around the home, right? So things may come in that need your attention, like the basement getting flooded, or I don't know, like the roof needing work or something like that. And the 6 energy actually can also indicate finances around the home. So it could be something, again, where something with the home structure needs work and you need to pay for it type thing. And so that can also come in under this illumination. And it could be something new because it's a new moon. So that's very possible as well. So again, things may need to be repaired that could cost money. So you could be buying or selling a home as well. Or this part is very specific and hopefully won't affect anyone. But this new moon is in Sagittarius, which is the element of fire. So be sure to check any potential fire hazards around the home to sort of mitigate a fire risk in the home. So I'm just putting that out there, if that, just to be extra cautious, because we have all this energy around like the structure of the home environment, money around the home, and then it's in the sign of Sag, so it brings in that fire element. So, just be vigilant in a sense, do your part just to make sure that there's no fire hazards. So Also, one thing I want to mention about that fire energy is that fire energy can also ignite passion. So this can be a fun, sexy time for some people. So I would say enjoy it. Again, because we have that sixth energy of relationships, and those relationships with the sixth energy are the people that we feel the closest to, that love vibration. So, enjoy the energy. But with the five energy also being present, just keep in mind that this can also be a very fertile time. So keep that in mind if you do or do not want children. So that pretty much covers it. I hope that it is a beautiful new moon for you all. And thanks for being here. Take care. Bye for now.